He started off with, I'm just going to wait. I'm not even going to say it. I'm just going to wait until we get on the podcast because no point in me fucking.
Like I said, save your rage.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to 4-Player Co-op. Once again, I am not Gladys. I'm Cryptic Panther, and joining me is doing work.
What's up, crackers?
And a special guest, our old buddy Link.
Hello.
Due to a family trip, Gladys will not be joining us, and Uberyoutuber is also spending time with his family. It's not like the three of us don't like spend time with our family, but we already did, so that's why we're here.
We really don't. So
yeah, we didn't want to. We just told them no.
I don't care about my family, so.
Are we the same episode of Jerry Springer?
Yep.
So yet again, the title of the podcast is a lie. It's 3-Player Co-op. But we're still going to talk about E3 and EA Play. So kick it off, Rick. Let's talk about some EA Play.
EA Play. Well, we were hoping that Uberyoutuber would be here because he attended EA Play, so he would be able to give us much more insight. But since he's a turd, love you, bro, and not here, we'll just have to cover the news that we have. Probably the biggest announcement that that mattered to me anyway, was that Battlefront 2 is going to have no paid DLC, which is a pretty big announcement. They're going to do this in seasons.
Right. Yeah, I can't remember how many season numbers they were talking about. There's an interview, if anyone subscribes to the PlayStation Access YouTube channel, they talked to one of the developers, and he said there's seasons coming. I can't remember how many he said a number, but yeah, instead of coming out like the DLC, like for Battlefield 1, it's coming out in like French DLC, Russian DLC. They're doing seasons for Star Wars. So yeah, and all the maps and the weapons, everything that come in the DLC is free. So,
which is different from EA.
Yeah, this is a big step forward for EA. So I think the flack they got from Battlefront 1 having no content when it launched, and everything, once it finally got released, actually made a nice full game, and everyone says that still play it and it has all the DLC. They say, oh, if this had launched with like this, the game would have been like the best. So now they've learned their lesson, and even the backlash they got from Battlefield 1 about the DLC splitting up, the players, they've decided to, at least now for Battlefront 2, I don't know if they're going to carry it forward for the rest of their games, but Battlefront 2 is going to have no paid DLC as of right now. They said it like multiple times, and it's not just been like the odd press release. It's been like full-on developers saying it from the company.
Yeah, it was announced, but they haven't fleshed out kind of how things are going to work and what that literally means.
Like the structure of it, like how is it going to like filter out?
I can't. Yeah, like how it's going to filter out and how. I don't know, man. I don't know how we're not going to pay for the content, right? Because they have to pay the people to make it. I can't see them just giving the shit away.
Microtransactions.
I suppose it's possible.
Microtransactions.
It's true, but I mean,
but then that makes it pay to win, and they've
if
historically been not.
But
like
look
that.
at Destiny. Destiny's not pay to win. I mean, look at the money they make off microtransactions.
Well, true, but
isn't that stuff is mainly cosmetics though?
Yeah, it's all cosmetic stuff, and new content is you do have to pay for it.
So the thing is, with what I'm thinking Battlefront 2 is going to do, the only thing that I'm worried about is if they do microtransactions, because they're doing the point system. Like you guys watched the video where you get the points. Mm-hmm. So as you play the game, you get kills or you capture points or support your teammates, you get points in game, and then you use those points to spawn as a different, like, not a different class, but like you can spawn as a battle droid or one of the jump troopers, or you can use it to spawn in one of the vehicles or spawn as one of the heroes or villains. So the only thing is if you can buy those points with microtransactions, you'll get people who will have, they have money. They'll just fucking buy a 5,000 point card or whatever and just all respawn in as a fucking hero.
But here's the thing. I mean, just because you pay for it doesn't mean you're going to be good at it.
Oh, no. That's true. And I mean, like, even Battlefield had those where you can pay to upgrade and unlock all the weapons, like Battlefield 4 had it and Battlefield 1 has it, where you can purchase, the unlocks. So that's, to me, is kind of pay to win. In Battlefield 4 more so because you can pay to unlock all the weapons in the class, right? So I don't know. I don't know if Battlefront 2 is going to have that type of, those, I want to unlock more levels so I can just spend the money instead of putting time into it. But
I found an article on it, and I'm going to link it in our doc so you guys can look at it here. It says relied on a la carte. Battlefront 2 will instead try to cash in through microtransactions.
Right.
According to a report, well, this is from the Wall Street Journal, so
Take it
who
with
knows?
a fucking big grain of salt.
Yeah, right. Players will be able to buy packages of cards that they can then use to upgrade their characters within the game.
But it's probably,
But,
I think it's
that doesn't say if it's going to be better guns or better. Yeah.
Because I mean, there's going to be they've increased the amount of customization in the game.
Right, which is something that it desperately needed.
So that's the thing. Like, I mean, yeah. So I'll link that article from the article you linked to is from The Verge, but it's
from The Verge.
Yeah,
that little clip it was.
Yeah, I'll link that in the description of the video. I mean, there's not going to be a lot in the description this week because we're basically just kind of freeballing EA Play and E3. But I'll chuck that in there about Battlefront, and if we happen to come across anything else of interest, I'll chuck it in the description. But yeah, so I'm thinking microtransactions we can buy instead of waiting to rank up to level 10 for the green coat for the fucking officer, you can just spend the money to buy. As long as you're not buying upgrades or buying a better weapon that you have to actually spend money on. I mean, I don't know. If someone buys an unlock, I just look at it I'd rather earn the unlock than spend my fucking hard-earned money on buying
Well, and
unlock,
that's the other thing is, will there be a non-monetary way to earn the things that you can buy in microtransactions? And what if
there's...
So you mean, in other words, gun A can only be bought and never earned in game?
No, I'm saying, what if it's gun? Well, much like they did in Battlefield 3, you can or Battlefield 4 rather, you can buy this. What do they call them? The advanced packs or whatever.
Express Pass or whatever.
Right,
yeah.
you could buy that, or you could just grind through the game and unlock all this shit. Either way,
I'm figuring that's gonna show its head in some form because they were selling. If they never sold, they'd never include them.
Yeah, right. That and the other thing that just triggered in my head was, what about characters? What if you can play as Luke Skywalker, but Yoda is a microtransaction, and it doesn't.
That's gonna be.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
Because I mean, you got Star Wars, man. It's so much lore in Star Wars, so many characters, good guys, bad guys. Yeah. That's gonna be.
I don't see that happening because that to me is that's paid DLC.
Oh, and right? Even especially if these characters were somehow
better.
Because
they've never said they never said about the heroes and villains not being included in the seasons. I'm pretty sure when they done that interview with the fella, they said it's in seasons, so those characters are going to be unlocked in those seasons, from what I can understand.
Maybe. I mean, all it says is all the DLC will be free.
Yeah. So microtransactions.
Oh yeah, what does say here?
Every game is cosmetic.
The first DLC will bring Finn and Captain Phasma to the game as playable characters.
Exactly.
So I guess maybe not.
Yeah.
I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me if that happens down the road, though. Maybe not even a DLC character, but some of the more fringe, air quotations, characters, like maybe Mace Windu.
Well, you never know.
That sort of stuff.
But if they, I look at it, if they're gonna make anything anything that you can buy, line outside of special cosmetic stuff, as long as anything that you can buy, you can also be unlocked in the game. I don't really care, because I'd rather play the game and unlock the weapons and the upgrades than just spend my not me because I don't have an allowance, but little kid be spend my allowance to get the different color blaster or a better scope for a better I'd rather get that unlock and earn it than spend money on it. If it's a special colored helmets or jackets or gear for one of the characters that you have to buy that's only available in a microtransaction, I'm fine with that. As long as it doesn't give anyone an advantage. I'm fine with that.
Do y'all play any type of free to play games?
No, I've had a hard time getting any of the free to plays. Just
I tried
for that reason.
I mean, I play Smite, which is free to play.
I'm just saying, a lot of people. There's a lot of places out there that done it really good. So I mean, they could.
Oh yeah.
I play War Thunder, and that does it a really good job at splitting out. It's not really what's paid for, but you can definitely tell when somebody has been paying for the game because they're not really that good.
What's Warframe is another one that's like that.
Yeah, Warframe. Blacklight Retribution, which is a first-person shooter.
Yep,
that's another one.
Neverwinter is another one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They all do it. They all have good methods. They just, if they're gonna do it if EA's gonna do it that way and have microtransactions, they just gotta. It's like getting on that straight line. It's you gotta make sure you gotta stay on that narrow path. Either which way is gonna cause problems.
Yeah, long as you're smart and don't turn into like some type of a way to buy, weapons, and there's only way to get those weapons is to spend money. Then I'll not be happy with that for sure.
Yeah.
But if I can earn the gun, then I'll be fine with it. Because if it's a gun, if it's a gun in the class that I play, I'll eventually earn it. If it's a certain sniper rifle, I don't play sniper that much, so I'm not worried about it. But if it's an LMG or an assault rifle or whatever, then I'm fine with that. But also, if you're able to buy those fucking points, that's not really fair either, right? So I don't know. It's going to be a slippery slope, but overall for the game, I'm stoked. I watched the gameplay. I watched some videos. The game looks
it looks
great.
good.
Sounds great.
Amazing.
DICE always does well with their quality of audio and visual.
Absolutely.
So.
Just don't ask them to do a patch.
Well, always ask them to do two. Do one to fix some stuff and break some other things. They do the second patch to fix the stuff they broke with the first patch.
That's right.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. It's a 2-patch system. They should learn from Guerrilla Games. I mean, we can't go on podcast without talking about Guerrilla Games pretty much. I mean, they know how to. They fucking patch something after one fucking day, and like 90% of the internet didn't even know the thing was broken.
I didn't.
They're like, oh, well, there's another patch. I was like, why is there a patch? There was just one yesterday, and everyone's like, yeah, why is there a patch? Everyone's freaking out. They read the notes. It's like, oh, I didn't know that was broken. Like 3 people had the problem, and then like the whole Guerrilla Game jumped on it and fixed it in like 24 hours. It's like, damn.
Well, that's the benefit though of being exclusive, first party.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sony.
I don't know. I think nobody knows what kind of deals they have, but
well, I mean, they're first party. They're owned by Sony, so.
Well, I mean that's still true, but like you've ever heard those statements that developers have to pay to have updates published on consoles, both from Microsoft and PlayStation.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money, from what I've been told.
I've heard, but never heard honest numbers. But yeah, I don't know if managing first party don't have to pay, or they get a discount.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that that's the advantage of it.
Oh, well, I mean, why not be first party then, right?
Yeah.
All right. So we drooled over Battlefront 2 a little bit. Actually, I have actually one more thing to say.
Oh God. You started to move on.
In the last podcast, I said I wasn't going to pre-order.
Oh yeah, here we go.
2. Fucking traitor.
I have to be honest, man. I fucking pre-ordered. Yeah, I did. But hey, $30 fucking saving on a game, I couldn't pass that up. And
I don't even know what I'm gonna.
And I could cancel a pre-order. It's not like I paid for it already, so they don't got my money yet.
See, I don't even know what to buy it on at this point.
Well,
I don't know if I'm gonna get it for PlayStation or for PC.
I only have a choice of PS4 right now, so I don't see me getting on PC anytime soon unless I can find a quality video card for a really good price. But Battlefront 2, everyone seems happy so far. So yeah, the thing is with Uber not here, the sports games aren't going to get a whole lot of love.
Well, I mean, even if Uber was here,
yeah, we wouldn't let him.
So we'll just run through these.
The new Madden, I'll say it looks really good. I mean, Madden looks usually pretty good every year, but they added a big story mode. So,
meh.
I mean, not for me because I'm not a big Madden fan, but for anyone that was looking for more in the roundabout of your Madden content, there's something for everybody.
I'm not into sports games, so I can't talk. So
yeah, same here.
I still think it's any improvement in video games an improvement, right? So
sure.
Yep.
All right. What else?
The next one is relatively interesting.
Really? You call that interesting?
Yeah. So NBA Live is back, which in and of itself is interesting because NBA 2K games has been like the king dick on the street for NBA.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's been the only NBA franchise game that's been out for a handful of years now, I think.
Yeah, I don't know when the last live one was. It would be great because he'd have that information. But NBA Live hasn't been around for a couple of years. The game looked good from what they showed. I mean, the EA press conference. We'll do a wrap up at the end, but the EA press conference wasn't that great. But they showed some gameplay that looked really good. I mean, the graphics look really tight and nice. I mean, it's a EA title, so I mean, it's gonna look good. And they also upgraded the graphics and gameplay and added a story mode. So there you go, story mode for NBA.
According to Wikipedia, they did a live in 14, 15, and 16.
And 16?
Yeah.
Oh,
September 29th, 2015
only
is
took
the
a year
last time
off.
it was
I thought they
officially
took
released.
2 years off.
I feel like they took more than that off, but oh well.
I thought there was one sports game out there that there was only one developer making it.
Maybe it's
MLB.
Hockey.
Is it MLB? Okay. I don't know. Like I said, I don't keep up with sports titles.
Yeah, I don't play. I mean, I play all MLB. I used to play a lot of NHL. I played Madden a few times, but yeah, I mean, I don't. Basketball games aren't up my alley at all.
Yeah. But, I played 2K15 or 6. I don't know. It was a free PS Plus game once.
Yeah, it's 16.
And I tried it, and it just wasn't. It was very complicated. It wasn't. But like, I don't watch basketball, so I don't understand the game.
You're like me. You're more apt to play like an NBA Jam, arcade style.
Yeah. I could probably
more...
play Madden because I watch enough football to kind of understand what's going on. I just don't give a fuck. I don't care.
No, especially when they come out with the same game practically every year.
Yeah. So I mean, well, like they always seem to add some little bit here and there, but yeah, it's a rehash game. But I mean, at least they added a story mode. I mean, like I said with Madden and NBA, they added the story mode. So the other sports game on the list, and we'll just say FIFA, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, right.
What else was EA Play? They had Need for Speed Payback.
Need for Speed.
Well, I can't not. I'm doing that double negative thing. I have to talk about the intro for the Need for Speed Payback. That YouTube guy, what's his name? I can't even know his name now. But he done that horrible fucking intro for the Need for Speed thing. He said his name. He says he's a YouTube creator, and then he's like, he kind of paused and chuckled at the camera, and he was like, I don't know what the hell was wrong with the guy. I don't know if he was just high or what, but it was horrible to watch. But the trailer for the Need for Speed Payback was fucking like, why don't you just call it Need for Speed Fast and Furious?
Well, I guess have you played any Need for Speed games?
Used to play them years ago when they were good.
You see, that's what I'm saying. It's like back then they actually were pretty good games.
What is this, Underground 3? Is that what this is?
No.
Payback.
Need for Speed Payback.
No, I'm talking about like my favorite Need for Speed game was Underground 2, and
I played them back in the.
And I'll take it even further back. My favorite Need for Speed game was Hot Pursuit 2.
Yeah, those games were fun. I played like Need for Speed back in the fucking day, like when that was the only car racing style game out there, like back old PC. Because, like, I'm old as shit, remember? So,
well, they've always tried to approach racing games as more as arcadey versions.
But they were kind of like Need for Speed was kind of like the arcade racing game that everybody played back in the day because there wasn't really much else in arcade racing games.
No, there really wasn't.
And so I mean, I grew up with like Need for Speed being a title, but I mean, I played Underground and Underground 2, and I liked those games. And then they kind of switched them, and I didn't really like them. But I watched the trailer for this, and it's Fast and Furious.
Yep.
It's these underground racers are fighting fucking criminals. It's like,
yep.
And the whole trailers, they're going after this transport truck on the highway, and there's fucking car crashes, fucking explosions. There's people fucking dying. People burning on the side of the road with their fucking SUVs because these fucking two assholes are chasing the tractor trailer down the highway at 100 miles an hour, and they jump the car out of the back of the trailer. They're like, I'm like, how many people had to die for them to steal that one car?
It begs the question: why doesn't EA just partner up with the Fast and Furious franchise? Why don't they just do that?
Because I think there's actually Fast and Furious games.
Is there? God.
Yeah, I think there is a Fast and Furious game.
Don't say that too loud. But I mean,
I bet you they use
it's basically like they're underground racers and they're going against this fucking criminal syndicate that's taking over the casinos or some shit. I'm like, really? I mean, the game might be good, but just the trailer they showed, like the intro thing they showed, and like how they set it up, it's like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just like, maybe I don't give a fuck.
Well, for one thing, the Need for Speed games never really had story.
Well,
I mean, it was just like kind of a
A
thing.
little bit, like they had a little bit of, like,
True, but I mean, I've played a few Need for Speeds, but here recently they've tried to crack into more of a story-driven game with cars.
I can't begrudge them for trying to improve their game, but just when I watch a trailer, like, I mean, I'm not the only one to say it looked like Fast and Furious. That's what a lot of people are saying. I mean, like I said, it may be a great game, and I mean, maybe there's fans listen to podcasts that are like excited for the game. I mean, all power to you, but for me, I'm like, I was interested in what they were coming out with. I was like, oh, good, new Need for Speed game. Maybe it's going to be something fun. I looked at the trailer, I'm like, no. No thanks. Like
Pass,
maybe once it
huh?
comes out and there's some actual full-on gameplay and some more reviews, maybe the game actually is going to be really good. Maybe I'm being overly critical of it. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. Like I said, the only other thing that they showed at the press conference was they teased Anthem, because Anthem actually, and we'll talk about that a little later, they showed it in Microsoft press conference. So being an EA title, they come out and they said, oh, we get this new BioWare game, Anthem, but we're not going to tell you anything about it. Watch Microsoft press conference tomorrow at E3, which was weird. Which was weird. But I'll start. My overall opinion of EA Play, complete another fucking waste of time.
Yep.
I will agree to disagree, because I liked Battlefront 2.
Well, yeah, okay.
stuff.
I guess if I was to really break it down, they should have done what they did with the Battlefield 1, is had a fucking event.
Sure, yeah.
Like a full-on actual, like, that's what they done. Like, it was at EA, it was at E3 last year, or EA Play last year. They done that, but they had they brought in the stars, which I didn't really care about the whole introducing the stars playing the game and other YouTubers.
Oh man, you didn't want Snoop Dogg smoking some weed?
Not
Oh, come
difference
on.
to me. He can smoke weed all he wants. It doesn't bother me. But I mean, I liked how they had that thing where they brought people in and actually showed more than just like 30 minutes of gameplay. And it wasn't even a full 30 minutes of gameplay we saw.
Yeah.
Like that part I liked, the Battlefront 2 thing, but everything else, like, I thought it was the whole FIFA thing, those two guys in blazers coming out, like, I'm like, what is this? Like, I know, okay, FIFA's a fairly popular game, but, like, I don't know. I thought the press conference was a complete waste of time outside of Battlefront 2.
Well, if we're going to say that, then yeah, I will agree with that.
Sure.
Is that they just spent too much time focusing on small stuff.
Yeah. What was your opinion of it? Work?
About the same. I mean, they could have put out a trailer for Battlefront 2 along with an article
The single player?
about the DLC and stuff, and I'd have been fine with that. Like, I didn't need to see that at an event.
Well, I like the live gameplay. It was good. I mean, I don't really care for the three people sitting there describing everything that's going on. I'm a little tired of that shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, I was happy to see actual full-on multiplayer gameplay. I liked. I mean, it would have been cool to get a little bit of a trailer for the single player. But yeah, I mean, overall, I think EA Play is, into my opinion, and I know a lot of people on the internet said the same thing. It was horrible.
Yeah, I think they really shot themselves in the foot by not going with the Anthem info at their thing, because, yeah, and we'll get into it a little later, like you said, but I think that's going to be a big title, and it could have been something.
Microsoft's got that money. That's what all it was.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be something they would have hung there. Could have been able to hang their hat on a little bit.
Yeah, open with Battlefield and then end with Anthem.
Yeah, open with Battlefront. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Oh, I said Battlefield. Oops, yeah. Battlefront.
Yeah,
Of course, had it. It's all good.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess we'll just move right into the Microsoft press conference.
We're gonna have to blow through this too. Whew.
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, I'll start off by saying they talked the big game. They talked the big game, but I think the press conference wasn't that great.
No, it was very mediocre.
Yeah, I mean, Xbox One X, I think, is a poor name.
Well, it doesn't have any 420s or no scopes in it, but
Yeah.
it looks like a douchey kid's Xbox gamer tag if you like put it all together.
But
Well, you gotta admire that they have really come back, though. I mean, past couple Microsoft conferences were just
if you
awful.
compare it to the last two, sure.
I'll give
that.
I mean, if you want to compare, to previous pressers, it's an improvement. But I mean, the Xbox One X, I mean, they said 4K about 17,000 times. That, like, I mean, they just hang on that buzzword, and to me, 4K gaming right now is still a buzzword. It's
True.
Everyone thinks
I don't...
that the second they say 4K, everyone's going to throw money at the screen. And the $499 price tag in the US is I mean, there's going to be a lot of people that will buy it because, I mean, it's the newest thing, or people who have been waiting because they want to upgrade their system and then this is the time to do it. But I say, as someone that doesn't play, I'm fucking foghorn leghorn there for a second. As someone who doesn't play Xbox games, I was interested in what they were coming out with because I'm a bit of a techie guy, so technology interests me. So I was wondering what they were going to come up with. The specs, I mean, was released a while ago. I was interested in seeing what they could offer and what the final price tag was going to be. but it's going to be like $600 in Canada for a console. Like, I don't see them flying off the shelves around here. I don't. I mean, like, if you're already sitting at home, like, if you're already an Xbox One S owner, where's the incentive to upgrade? Unless you're sitting with a brand new 60-inch 4K TV that you play in front of. I mean, I play on a monitor right now. I don't play it on my TV. I mean, I'd rather play on my monitor anyways in my office because it's closer than sitting far away from my 42-inch TV. But I don't own a 4K device. So, I mean, even a PS4 Pro to me is not even worth the extra money. If you don't own the console, if you don't own an Xbox or own a PS4 and you want to buy a console, it makes sense to buy the Pro or the One X if it's affordable to you. But if someone is sitting there already owning one, like an Xbox One S, I don't see the incentive to buy one.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about this before in the podcast. It's like, and they, you know, we're going to get into games here in a minute. Okay, some of the games are going to look better on 4K, but like, if you don't own a 4K TV, why bother? Okay, yes, you better super sampling on 1080, but it's still not
right. But you know, are you going to see the difference between 1080 and super sampling?
Yeah, I don't think so. I honestly, I
mean,
don't.
I could see the jump from 1080 to 4K if you've already got all the other gear in place. Right.
It makes sense. I mean, I'm like I said, I'm talking more in my own opinion. I mean, there's going to be different opinions, but I just feel like if I already, like I said, when the PS4 Pro was announced, I'm like, well, I don't own a 4K device. It could be nice to have a little bit maybe better performing on some of my games, but I don't see the point of me spending that money right now. It's not that, it's not that my PS4 doesn't play games great. It does, but there's no incentive for me to buy it. There's not a big enough jump between 4 and Pro for me to buy it. And the same with the S and the X. I don't think, and honestly, anyone that's got a current setup that is 1080, there's no need. I mean, that little bit of super sampling you're going to get, and maybe the odd faster loading times on some of your games, I don't think it's worth the price tag.
It's just like that whole thing. It's like the only way that the consoles, the Pro or the One X, the only way that they would be worth to buy is, like you said, if you didn't have a Xbox or a PlayStation, your best bet would probably to get the Pro or X. Right. But the exact same time as current owners, like the only way that we're gonna probably spend that kind of money is if they came games exclusively to that console, like to the Pro and to the Xbox One.
And they don't have a market.
X.
Yeah, they don't have a market share to do that.
No, everybody would be. It'd be pitchforks and flames, tar, all that shit. It's not. No. It would be suicide for them to do that.
Right, because they've come out and they both sides said that whatever games are made will play on the 4 and the Pro and the S and the X, or even the One, because they have 3 iterations of their console. So yeah, exactly. So I mean, I'll give it a prop. It's a hell of a piece of hardware.
True.
But I'm not. Yeah, I mean, I'm not rushing out to sell a kidney to buy one. So.
That's funny.
So now we get into games.
Let's just rapid fire.
Yeah, so Forza 7, no shocker.
Yeah,
pass.
We all knew that was coming.
The new Metro game. I mean, they showed it on the 4K. And it looked really cool. I never even played the Metro games, so I don't have an opinion on how excited I am.
There's a couple of them on PC, and I think there's one on PlayStation too.
Oh, there's a few.
Here, there is, but we'll get to this at the very end because I know we've got a lot of stuff to cover here about Microsoft and their games, but I'm looking into this Metro. I like it.
It looked interesting. I'll give them that.
Isn't it the same developer that did Link? You might remember this as a PC guy. System Shock. Isn't it the same developer?
For the new Metro game. Hang on, I actually have their list somewhere. I can take.
I don't really. There's been a couple Metro games. I know they're on PS4. I know some of my friends list plays the Metro games. I just never get into them. But that new game did look pretty cool. It did look pretty intense.
There it is.
From what I showed. So, like I said, looked good. Interesting. It's not an exclusive, so I mean it'll be on PS4. So
publisher is Deep Silver, and what'd you say who did it before?
System Shock.
System Shock.
I don't know that game.
No, their category only goes up to 2000, so they're actually pretty new.
Interesting.
Yeah. So.
No.
Yeah. System Shock was a PC game.
I don't know who that was.
No, but they did Homefront.
Yeah, they done the Homefront series. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Irrational Games and Looking Glass Studios.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not familiar with that.
You know, the only thing they've really done is the Metro series. Ooh, they did Dead Island. Didn't know that. Saints
Yeah.
Row.
What?
Interesting.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know this.
Deep Silver.
I didn't know it
Yeah,
was the
yeah.
same team. Shit.
Yep. Mighty Number 9, which was supposed to be the legacy to Mega Man, but that flopped.
Huh.
Right.
Okay.
Dude, they've actually worked on a lot of good stuff and a lot of bad stuff. They got Persona 5 on here, which is a big PlayStation stuff.
Oh yeah,
So-
that's huge, right?
Yeah. So, there you go.
So then
I
we've
guess-
got
I guess I can record TIL beside that.
Yeah, right.
I thought the team had done that, done Homefront and nothing else. I didn't realize they were big of a.
Yeah, they just got they did the second Homefront game. They actually didn't
they did
do
second
the
one. Okay.
yeah the
The
one
sh-
that's
they
like
didn't do
really
the
really
shitty
bad.
I don't think either one was that great. All right.
No, it didn't.
All right. So this was a surprise to me that Assassin's Creed Origins was shown at the Microsoft press
agreed.
conference.
Yeah, I really thought Ubisoft was gonna hang that one out there.
Yeah, I was so quite surprised that it showed up on Microsoft, considering Ubisoft's title and not being an exclusive.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
and
was-
it's not like a timed exclusive or anything like
No.
that, right?
no, it's just a game.
That's very interesting.
So next they talked
Yep.
about. So I don't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, go.
Yeah. Next they talked about was Player Unknown, Battleground, whatever it's called. Timed exclusive because there's been reports that it is coming to PS4. But the reason it's a timed exclusive on Xbox is because it's early access, and Microsoft will put early access games on their console. Sony
Yep.
will not.
Right.
So that's why.
Now,
And that game's
Player
already on
Unknown-
PC.
Yeah,
yeah, it's a very popular game.
It
It's
is.
like
it is.
never played it though.
I haven't. I've watched a little bit of gameplay just to kind of figure out what it's about. And I mean, it looks kind of interesting, but I know it's one of those survival games that are early access. There's like 7,000 of them on Steam, and they always stay in early access. They never get fully developed. They never go full
No,
release.
it's
So-
not really like a survival game. It's more like a
Well,
battle royale.
There's different.
So
There's different game modes in it. It's not. There's a couple different game modes apparently.
I don't know. I've
Yeah.
only seen them play the battle royale
Yeah.
series. So if there is a secondary game mode, I don't know
Yeah,
anything
there's
about
two
it.
other ones. There's a zombie and a something else.
$29.99 for early access.
$37 in Canada. You don't see me buying $40 in a fucking early access game. Another thing they show is Deep Rock Galactic. It's like I don't know, like a 4-player mining action adventure. I don't know. It's
Have you ever
Xbox-
played Helldivers?
Yeah,
Yes.
it looks similar to that. It's
Yeah, that's what I was about to. That's like
it's-
that's what it kind
it's
of
an
reminded me of.
exclusive. I don't know if it's going to be a launch exclusive or totally, but it's an early access game on Steam. So again, they put early access games on Xbox. So I don't know
Right.
what the fate of that game is to ever come to PS4. They announced State of Decay 2, which is actually an exclusive because it's not on Sony.
Yep.
I don't know.
Played the first one, loved it.
I heard it was good, but I watched the
It was good.
I watched the gameplay, like the trailer thing they showed. It didn't look like a fucking like that. It didn't look. I guess I was expecting it to look really polished and
No,
it-
even the first one, it's
it's kind of it's not quite AAA looking. You know.
no, it's more of a it's. I can't really describe the graphics and how it looks, but as in terms of the gameplay and the mechanics of the game, it's really good.
Okay.
And you can pick it up on Steam for like cheap now.
Yeah. So I guess it's not exclusive. I thought State of Decay.
No, it's we're about to probably get into that here pretty soon, but yeah.
Okay. Because I knew State of Decay was Xbox, but I didn't realize it was PC as well. There you go.
Yep.
They showed the Darwin Project, which they showed the trailer, and what I thought was a trailer, but I guess it was actual some cinematic gameplay. It turned into actual gameplay. Was I didn't know what it was when they first showed it. I was like, "What's this? Looks kind of interesting." And then all of a sudden, the fucking we went to cut to the live feed at the E3 stage, and some shoutcaster yelling at it. It's like it's a fucking he's going in for the kill. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Why is this a thing?
It's another esports title.
Yeah,
It's
they fucking announced an esport title. They announced it as an esport without even announcing the title first. No one's ever heard of this, but they have this fucking shoutcaster guy yelling on the fucking stage like an idiot.
Yeah,
like,
that was pretty stupid.
fucking stupid. Like, you can't. How do you? I don't know. I guess esports is nothing up my alley at all. I just don't get it. But
No.
yeah, I think as far as I can tell, that's an actual exclusive. I don't think it's PC. I think it's only Xbox. But you have to dig into that because I don't really care. Minecraft, who gives a fuck?
Whoa. It's 4K, bro.
Minecraft in 4K.
I've never seen squares in blocks look so sharp.
Fuck off. When they showed 4K Minecraft, I almost ran out and bought a fucking Xbox One X.
I had to wipe the jizz off of the monitors. It was bad.
Fuck. I couldn't believe what they said when they clicked 4K for Minecraft.
Well, I mean, they bought it, so now they got to promote the shit out of it.
I mean, yeah, it's a huge game. It's popular. It's all over the fucking place. You can play it on your fucking toaster at home. But I'm like, man, I don't get it. Don't care.
Doesn't the game like run on JavaScript?
I think it runs.
Yes.
I think it runs on a fucking ceiling fan.
Well, that's why you can play it on just about everything.
Yeah, it runs on Java.
Then they showed
Yeah, it runs on Java.
a Dragon Balls game, and I spelt it Dragon Balls as in dragging your balls. And
Hey,
who gives
come
a
on
fuck?
now.
Cartoon fucking anime fighting game. No thanks.
Talking to a Dragon Ball Z fan here,
Yeah,
asshole.
well, yeah. Call me an asshole. You're a Dragon Ball Z fan. You just edit yourself, so
I don't care.
win.
Dragon Ball Z's the shit.
Whatever. We'll agree to disagree.
I think I'll be in the minority here.
Yeah, you are. They showed Black Desert, which is an MMORPG, which has been on PC since like 2014. So they decided, I guess, to make it for Xbox. I looked that one up because I couldn't remember, because someone was saying online something about, oh yeah, it's a good game. I'm thinking, it's a good game, isn't it new? And I looked up, no, it's been around since 2004. And they showed The Last Night, which people seem to be getting excited about. It's a side-scrolling indie-style game. I don't know. I'm not excited. I think it's an exclusive as well. Actually, I think it's a Microsoft exclusive, not a console.
This is Last Night.
Yeah, I think it's Microsoft. I don't think it's console. I don't think it's just Xbox exclusive. Pretty sure it's on PC as well. I think I've seen an article about being on Steam.
I don't know. I'm not too well in touch with the indie crowd,
no,
so
me either.
But I am happy though that the indie stuff is coming to consoles. I mean, it's about time.
Yeah, I mean, there's been some good indie titles. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't like a lot of them, but there's a lot of big fans out there for some of these titles. So I mean, like, as long as people, the people are playing them, good for people to make them. But I don't know. I'm not excited. A couple of these I don't remember. I watched this. Me and work were chatting and watching it.
Oh
live.
my gosh, this fucking Artful Escape.
Which one was that?
That was the crazy one with the guitar that looked like Van Gogh on mushrooms.
The side-scrolling guitar player that on shrooms. Okay, all right, yeah. People were losing their mind over that. And I'm thinking maybe the audience is on fucking shrooms. Code Vein, I don't remember. This is pretty bad. We're talking about gaming podcasts because they bombard us with so much stuff. Like they said 44 games and 22 exclusive, which is bullshit because they're not all full exclusives. Some of them are launch exclusives. So
it was crazy.
Or software exclusive, like it's going to come out on PC too.
Yeah.
That's what
and that's another thing about my Xbox thing too, is a lot of their big first-party titles, like Forza 7, is coming to PC. So there's another reason not to have to buy an Xbox X if you already own a good PC. There you go.
Yeah. We were talking about the prior.
Yeah.
I mean, they said that it's going to come out for Xbox One X, Xbox X, and Windows 10.
Yeah.
So it's like, does that mean it's going to come out on Steam too? So, or is it going to be that Microsoft store that everybody hates?
Microsoft store. The only thing that goes on.
Right.
The only thing on Steam is early access games that are already there.
No,
from
you
3
can get
years
some good
ago.
stuff on Steam, man. Come on, summer sales just right around the corner.
Well, I mean, anything Microsoft talks about, anything that's coming to Windows 10 goes through their store. The only thing that looks kind of interesting is their Sea of Thieves game. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
It kind of seems something that'd be fun
It
if
looks,
you get a good crew of friends. Like, because it's cartoony, tongue-in-cheek, and it's an open world multiplayer. It's like cartoony park game. It actually, I'll be honest, it actually looks like it could be fun.
It does.
Yeah.
Apparently it's coming up for PC as well, right?
Yes, it is. But
So that's
you
right,
have
yeah.
to have an Xbox Live account in order to get into the.
Oh yeah.
Because I looked like right as we were starting when I saw that I forgot about that title and I checked, and in order to get into, because they're inviting people to come help develop, right, to come play the early access beta or whatever they got going on now. They're looking for people to just play it.
Okay.
And you have to. Well, I don't know if it has to be gold, but you have to have an Xbox Live account, which I do not have.
I think
Even
even
if-
Well, there you can get an Xbox account that's free, but I mean, then there's paid content like Gold, like PlayStation Plus, right?
Right,
So,
right.
yeah.
Well, I don't want to. If I'm going to play it on my PC, I don't want to have to sign into Xbox Live.
I don't have to pay them. That's
Yeah.
what I think. I'll make an Xbox account in 2 seconds. I don't care. I just don't want to pay for it.
Yeah.
I don't remember what Tacoma is. Do you? I know it's a title
no,
Toyota pickup truck.
I don't.
Super Lucky's Tale. That looks like a rip-off of Sonic and something else. It's that Red Fox fucking asshole running on the screen. Lucky's Tale.
I think it actually is. This game has actually come out before, or they came out with something like it.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a side-scrolling arcadey platformer. Like,
Yeah.
we're not
Kinda
well
remind
informed.
me of
We're not very well informed. This podcast today.
It reminded me of like a Conker's game.
Yeah, there
Conker's
you
Bad
go.
Fur Day.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. The reason we're not probably informed is because E3 was last weekend, and normally we have articles to review and discuss. This is a list of games. It's a little hard to remember everything. Oh, and Cuphead. Holy fuck. People lose their minds over this, and I just think it's the stupidest looking thing ever. A black and white.
Yeah, they were going pretty crazy over that, and I just don't get it.
Go away. Shut up. Cuphead. Crackdown 3 didn't even look good. I was looking to be impressed because people like Crackdown is. Oh, it did not look good at all.
Terry Crews, bro.
Terry Crews, whatever. Fuck. But
I mean, Crackdown 1 was a big thing.
Crackdown games, I never played them. I've heard a lot of talk, and I've watched videos because I was wondering what people were getting all worked up over. But I was thinking, okay, Crackdown hasn't been around for a few years. It's Xbox exclusive, coming out for the X. It's gonna be like fucking over the top destruction and graphic. I'm like, it doesn't look that impressive. Maybe I'm cynical because I don't care. No, I care about Sony. But I don't know.
Damn.
I'll be honest. It didn't look that. I was expecting to be blown away by the graphics. I guess I was expecting more. Maybe.
I don't know. I mean, like I said, I know Crackdown 1 was a big thing. I haven't played any of them. So
but you watched the press conference, did you not?
Yeah, I did, and it's like I said, to me, the Crackdown 3 looked and played the same way as the previous games at the time. So, I mean, it looks better than the previous games, but, I mean, it's still nothing that it's... I mean, it's like Just Cause. Like, Just Cause it's almost like the same thing. It's like it's open world, do whatever you want. Yeah. It's like, I've played enough of those games. I'm not too... I'm not going to go out run buy an Xbox.
Just to play Crackdown 3.
Yeah, it's not gonna bite me.
It's not a console.
I'm not.
Seller. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Then they showed us the fucking game trailer montage. Holy fuck! Couldn't tell you two of the games they showed. It was like 4 or 5 minutes long of just little tiny cutscenes of different games, and they'd show the name of the game in the corner, and they'd show like a couple of seconds of a trailer, and they'd switch to another game. Like 2 games I thought were one game, and ended up being 2 different games. I'm like, I don't know what I'm watching.
Yeah, that was really bad of them. I mean, they could have at least gave something, 5 to 10 seconds and then a title and then just 1 or 2 second pause and then something to kind of separate them because it was just like a mishmash of.
There was a few of them that looked kind of similar.
Some of them look cool, but
yeah, I mean, I don't know what any of them were. I'm like, I don't know what I'm watching.
Yeah,
I mean, you can go back and rewatch it and write the names down and Google them all, but who's got time for that? I kind of appreciate not them trying to talk about all 68 games apparently they had at the press conference, but I think that was a poor way to show it off. It should have been cut up a little nicer, I think, to really differentiate the games. Ashen, I don't remember what that was.
I don't either. Which I don't know. To me, means that it wasn't anything like whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of where the way I feel is like a lot of stuff I don't remember. I really didn't care about.
Yeah.
Right.
Then it was the Life is Strange prequel. Apparently, Life is Strange is supposed to be a great game. It was free on PlayStation Plus this month, so.
Yeah.
Well, isn't it Telltale?
No.
Yes, it is. I'm pretty sure it is.
No.
Hang on. We can look.
I believe so. No.
Let's see.
It's a story based. Like
no, it's Square Enix.
Yeah.
Oh, it's Square Enix.
Yeah, it's a story based.
I thought they did that DLC. They did the same way they did all of Telltale stuff, where they did episodes,
Right.
like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
So I thought it was, for some reason, I thought it was them.
I mean, it won a lot of awards.
People, I mean, and different gamers. I mean, people that play all different types of games say it's good. It's not like it's people are saying, oh, if you only like this style of game, you like it. It's a big story-driven thing. So, like I said, I have it free. I'll give it a try just to see what it's about. But even if you don't have PlayStation Plus, like the first episode is free for anybody on PlayStation. I don't know about Xbox or PC or anything, but I know you can download the first episode or whatever, how it's broken up. You can download it for free on PlayStation. So if anyone's interested, if you don't have Plus this month. And they showed Shadow of War, which I thought was one of the better trailers showing, because that orc dude stole the fucking show.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
Good.
That was epic. And apparently, I guess that's one of the big things with this. They try to give some of the orcs like personalities. Like, I don't know if they're all going to be over the top, but I guess some of them are going to be, a little.
Well, that's the way it was in Shadow of what was the first one?
Shadow of Mordor.
Shadow of Mordor. I mean, I played a lot of it. I didn't finish it, but I mean, just the acting alone in that game was like top notch.
Yeah,
it was really good.
I got to play it. I actually get to get in. I started it and just got away from it, and I got to get back and actually play it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Shadow of War. It looks like something really interesting the way they're going to do you're making friends with the orcs and what other people you meet in the world where they can help you battle and shit. It's going to be interesting. It should make for some comedy, I think, with just that one big orc dude. He's hilarious.
Yeah,
then me and Work were joking that it was Piano Simulator.
Oh yeah,
the dude on stage fucking playing the baby grand. I'm like, oh, not only do you need a $500 console, you also need a $7,000 piano.
That's right. Piano Hero 1
or Ori Part 2. It's PC and Xbox. It's not a console exclusive. Apparently, it's a really great game. It's one of the side-scroller adventure games.
It's very story heavy. I haven't played it, but I just know people who have.
Yeah,
they said it's like a great story.
Yeah,
if you're looking for something good.
Yeah, I hear great things about it. So I'm like, hey, that's cool. I mean, I'm happy if people get games I want to play, even though if I don't. But I mean, Ori, whenever I heard about it a year or two ago when it came out, I'm like, oh, I thought it was going to be on PlayStation. I'm like, oh, it's not. Shit. But I may eventually try to get it on PC since I don't own an Xbox. But yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. People are excited about it, so good for them. The next big announcement they had was Xbox One games, or sorry, original Xbox games are going to come to Xbox One.
Okay, here's the thing about that. I see that because we were in a doc. I see you wrote down who cares.
That's me. Yeah.
Here's the thing. Somebody cared enough to actually do it, and I can appreciate them trying to get back to the classics, go back to some of the original stuff, but
you can't go back.
Well, here's the thing. It was like when the PlayStation 4 was coming out, or even the Xbox One, the Xbone, people were always saying we need backwards compatibility. So, if I had an Xbox, would I go back and play some of the Xbox One titles? Probably. I would. I'd do it. I'd do it for PlayStation 4 if they had some of it, but...
Well, you can if you have PlayStation Now.
You can, but I mean, it's just like...
well, they don't,
but PlayStation Now, you gotta...
Right, but you have to pay, yeah.
Right, well, you
but
can't... Yeah.
This stuff, if I'm not mistaken, all you need to do is have the disc, right?
I don't know, because they've had to remake some of these games, right, so they'll work, so I don't know how that's going to work.
I just remember watching the stream, and I was watching a stream of it, and they were talking about it, and it was getting tossed around... I don't know if it's confirmed or not, but they were basically hitting at the fact that if you have the Xbox One disc, you just put it in there, it will automatically, it would like pretty much download whatever you need, and then you can play it.
Well, I kind of made the joke, and I don't think I said it to anybody. I kind of made the joke to myself because I said, I guess if you can't come out with enough good fucking first party console sellers, I guess you might as well just start selling your old shit over and over again.
Yeah, right.
I know. Yeah, I mean, yeah, okay, backwards compatibility would have been nice on the PS4 for like Red Dead. Not Red Dead. Well, yeah, Red Dead because I never finished it, and that's one of my regrets. But I mean, having the fact that I can't go back and play my PS3 games. Well, the second I bought me a PS4, I sold my PS3 and all my games and never looked back. I don't have enough time to play all the new games, So I don't see myself going back and playing the old games. Plus, they remastered The Last of Us, so
Yeah.
that was good.
Well, here's the thing about it. It's like backwards compatibility, which this is basically is. It does come in handy when the console first comes out.
Right. It does, and it
But-
for people that are sitting there with an Xbox 360, right? And it's
Right.
like, oh, I can't play this because it's only on the one. Oh, but I still want to play all these games. Oh, now it's out. I can buy it and buy that one game, and I still have my other blank 360 games I can play. Like, it is good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking backwards compatibility, but them coming out, oh yeah, you can play games from like 9 years ago now. Like, okay. But,
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's where I say it mainly comes in. Is like when the console first comes out, it's really good. It's really handy. And sure, if it went through the entire life cycle, sure, because I actually had one of those PlayStation 3s that could play PlayStation 2 games. I did it for a while, but then once all the new stuff coming out, like I don't think I ever went back to it.
Right.
It's like I just didn't have time. So it's like a little late in my opinion. This is coming a little late. You're within, what, 4 years of the console's life cycle now?
Mm-hmm.
Coming out with a new console already on top of that?
Like I said,
It's a little
going to
late.
be good for some, and some of the nostalgic games people will really be happy about. But like I said, it's like, oh, wow, they're coming out, you can play games from 9 years ago. Well, like I said, as someone who has a hard time playing some of the new games all the time, I can't see me going back and playing old games. So
No.
And to round off the end of the Microsoft conference, they showed Anthem. Now,
Yeah, they showed a lot of it.
they want that Destiny money.
Oh, I was just about to say a thing. I was
They
like,
really do.
did y'all, when y'all watched that, did y'all, like, is that the first thought that came to your head? It's like, man, this looks like a Destiny
Well,
clone.
whenever she first walked out onto the outer deck in that yellow suit, I was like, oh, it looks like Bumblebee from Transformers.
Yeah, right. But I mean, even that area, right? So that area was like the quote tower,
Yeah.
right? Social
Yeah.
space, and then they got suited and booted and rolled out. But I thought it looked cool. That's it.
I am too.
I play the piss out of Destiny, so I'm the target demographic for that sort of game, and it looked awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it. I ain't gonna lie.
Like I
If
said,
it-
I mean, like when we were talking, it's like the thing is too, though, if Destiny and Anthem, I mean, you know what happened with me anyways, happened in Destiny. It's the same thing that happens with the Division and all those other games that come out that are RPG style games with very limited content. Is you just fucking replay the same shit over and over and over.
Well,
And-
it's not really that it's an RPG. It's more like a MMO.
Well, yeah, I guess, but it still has some RPG aspects because you can upgrade.
True, it
upgrade
does.
your suit, and you can buy custom, find custom gear and etc. It's got that. It's MMORPG, I guess, more than just RPG.
Yeah.
But
Right.
I mean, like that's the biggest thing is it's another time sink like Destiny is, because if you're not playing it, you're not ranking up, you're not finding new gear. So whenever it comes time to do a raid or whatever they call their strikes or raids, you're gonna be the guy like, oh well, I haven't played in a week because I've been playing
You're gonna be
Destiny.
carried.
I've been playing.
yeah, that was
Or I've been
that was
playing,
me.
This or that. Well, I only have level 12 shit. Everybody's level 30 shit. So that's the only problem with those games is they involve a lot of time. I mean, the game looked fucking good.
Yeah.
The fact that you fucking dove and flew under the water and come out.
Yeah, that part really
that
got me
was
too.
pretty cool. Like that's a fucking game seller. That shit right there. Because I was like,
And
damn.
they just yeah, I want them to do good on this though, because this is BioWare, man. They've done
Yeah.
fucked up.
Well, they've done
So-
some decent stuff too. I mean, those what's that Dragon Age?
Oh yeah, I mean BioWare's done some
Dragon
good
Age stuff
games.
was good.
I play a lot of BioWare games, but I mean, the thing is too, and also a lot of people were talking about how they had that their comms talk back and forth. A lot of people are thinking, "You sure this is not an Ubisoft game?"
Yeah.
Because the comm talk is like, no one talks like that because no one's calling someone a faggot or
Yeah,
something every
right.
10 seconds. Someone wasn't saying it, but yeah, man, I was over your place railing your wife or your girlfriend or mother, etc. Because that's how we talk. It's just
True,
it's
but I
just-
mean, you gotta understand though. I mean, this is what I mean by it, is that sure they have a lot of good stuff, but they just got bad. They just had this bad reputation with Mass Effect Andromeda. So
yeah.
sure they come out
Yeah.
with a lot of good stuff. Like
Well, there are other Mass Effect
Dragon
games
Age was
around.
good,
There are other Mass
you
Effect
know.
games, like from you talk to the masses, and everyone says they're great games. I never get into them. I just never did from the start. So it's kind of hard to join in, 3 or 4 titles in and not understand what's going on. So, Like, I mean, the Mass Effect games never interest me, so, but other than Andromeda, the other games apparently always got good reviews. Everyone seemed to love them, so.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
yeah, it
you know,
is.
they did all the Old Republic stuff too. All the old
Yeah, I'm
Star
looking
Wars
at it
Old
now.
Republic
They
stuff.
did.
Yeah, I mean, you can't knock a whole gaming studio for one bad game.
No, just a lot of people think that they killed the Mass Effect Andromeda just to make Anthem, though. That's like a thing going around,
I mean,
is that they...
Come on. I mean, they technically didn't... I don't think they've done it on purpose.
No, but if they...
You wouldn't sabotage like the amount of money they spent on that one game to then, try to shelve the project to basically flag another whole new IP just for the company. But it does give that definitely a little conspiracy attempt.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's I don't believe in like the whole if I take it as if they come out and say it's true. So this is all speculation about that stuff. But a lot of people feel like they kind of like just rushed Andromeda to work on this game Anthem because the way it looks, it's like way more polished than Andromeda was when it was released.
But we never got a release date on Anthem. We don't know.
No,
we don't know.
But they got a on their list. They said year to release is 2018, so next year.
Yeah, but that's like a whole fucking year away. Like they could release it in fucking September of 2018. We don't know how much of that
here,
was
on the official Anthem website now. It says launching fall 18.
There you go.
Fall 2018.
So
it's over a year away.
Right. So from that little bit of gameplay, how much of that was in engine running that wasn't full on? Because they say in engine, but how much of that was actual cutscene? How much was that?
I don't really worry about the in-engine stuff because it's running on Frostbite 3.
Oh, I know it's running on a good engine. Don't get me wrong.
Well, not necessarily as good as much as an engine that they should be very experienced with.
You just cut out. Your mic just kind of dropped out there.
Well, they should be very experienced with Frostbite 3 at this point.
Well,
yeah, they basically...
I mean,
they got
all of their AAA titles from the last 2 years have been running on that.
Right. I'm not saying that. But still,
Andromeda.
You know yourself, like, even though the game engine's there, it's what you put into it, right?
Yeah.
Again, when I say in engine, I mean that's the thing is, in engine footage. Well, how much of that is cutscene? Because cutscenes look better than actual gameplay 99% of the time. And I mean that whole thing.
But I mean, they did go
onto the deck to jump off. That's all cutscene. So everything after that, to a point, was going to be actual gameplay. It has to be
supposed to be, yeah.
Right. So
and they always pull that mirage, that little mirage thing, trying to like blind people. I mean, part of example of this is something I called out years ago. It was, did you ever see the gameplay of The Division when it first got launched at E3?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now you did when they were both doing their PlayStation and Microsoft one, they said this is running live. They got a guy on stage. It's real gameplay footage. But if you hold the Microsoft one and the PlayStation one side by side, it's the exact same damn game. Only thing they changed was the button icons.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you can't believe what you see. Don't get me wrong, but at the exact same time, you got to sit there and this is what they're giving to you. So you got to take it as what it is.
Right.
And for what they showed us was some really good stuff.
Ubisoft got shit on for the whole thing with Watch Dogs. The game looked better at the conference than it did on release. Anthem is not going to happen that way because it's everyone's learned that mistake. You don't do that anymore, and plus it's not Ubisoft. It's BioWare and EA. But like I said, the game is a year away. So like I said, we saw cutscene that was in engine, but it's still cutscene, and then we saw gameplay, but we didn't see. Like, when they cut into that storm, the game looked good, but how much it was actually just an engine cutscene? That storm thing could be a loading screen. We don't know. So, I mean, the potential's there for an interesting game. Don't get me wrong. But, I mean, like I said, I'm not saying that the game's going to suck. I'm actually interested in it. I can't wait to find a little bit more about the game. But like I said, it's...
basically saying is that you're intrigued.
Yes, highly intrigued.
So, yeah.
But still, I'm skeptical.
Yeah, I hope it's good.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'll Destiny 2, I'll start playing that when it comes out in September. So by the time September next year rolls around, I'll be ready for Anthem, I guess. that's what it's
as long as the whole Destiny 2, they don't pull the whole I ain't got time to tell you why I ain't got time bullshit. I think they'll be good.
Well, like I said, I got my money's worth out of Destiny, so I think I could be able to get my money's worth out of Destiny 2 even if I just get the base game. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I'm good. So we're gonna move on to Ubisoft press conference, and Um, yeah, Far Cry 5. Holy fuck. Take my money. Give me that game.
Yeah, that looks really good.
Is it gonna be me and you, Panther, like it was that? What was it, Far Cry 3, where I burned everything down by accident?
That was in 4.
Was it 4?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it had helicopters,
Yeah,
right? Yeah, it was hard.
helicopter, yeah.
I thought it was 3.
Yeah. It probably, yeah. It's gonna be. We're gonna be running amok in the Montana hills, man. Yeah, I pre-ordered that bitch. When I first saw that teaser trailer, we talked about it in the podcast. Totally stoked. They showed gameplay. I'm like, yeah, I'm in all the way. Yeah.
See, I wonder if that's how that partner system's going to go for co-op plays, that you can be one of those partners that they have listed. So
if I load my game up, you come in and play as the friend, and if you load your game up, I come in your game as a friend. So yeah. So you just share. From my thing, it's going to be kind of like how Far Cry 4 was when I was playing. You could join my game as the crazy helicopter guy, and vice versa. So yeah, that's what it's going to kind of be like. I imagine the same type of thing. But apparently, the whole story's co-op. Or well, I guess to the point where when you unlock the ability to have friends, I guess. So,
yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it, man. Like I said, I didn't play Primal. Big Far Cry.
Good,
3,
you didn't miss much.
Yeah, Far Cry 3 and 4, I loved them. Played the shit out of those games. Love them. So I'm happy they're going back to the kind of the present day, and not the Primal wasn't a good game. I heard good things. I heard some bad things. But I mean, yeah, I'm happy for Far Cry 5.
Yeah, I played Primal. I was, It's too much of it. I think it's like a lot of people say about Primal. It's too much. It was too big of a change.
Yeah, I think that's one thing that kind of kept me away from it too. Was it just seemed like a kind of too big of a departure. Should have been a different title than Far Cry.
Next,
Assassin's Creed. We saw some of that in the Microsoft press conference, and we saw some more at the Ubisoft press conference. One thing I want to say, at the end of the Ubisoft press conference, they done an actual live gameplay of Assassin's Creed. They actually showed a guy sitting down, they're sitting on a couch, kind of interviewing and chatting about the game. And the guy run into this area that he was too low level for. And he goes fucking ass kicked. It was hilarious. It's like full on. Yeah, it's full on actual live. There was no scripted shit. But the guy fucking starts fighting a hippo in the water, and then he steals a boat, and then it goes over into this fucking area. He's like, oh, those guards are level 26. They're you can't beat them guys. Oh, I'll get them. He goes over with the spear, and 2 seconds later, he's dead in the middle of the street. Oh, that was epic.
Yeah,
I loved it.
That was really good.
Yeah, I think I like the departure from what the old Assassin's Creed games to the new, this more.
It's more it's not really like a departure. It's more like
an improvement.
It's more like they're trying to go back.
Well, they're reimagining the game. They changed the UI up. It's got a little bit of RPG elements to it, so you can upgrade your weapons if you get them. They've gone back to ancient Egypt, so they've gone back to the start, but they changed how the game is. It's a little more RPG style. Yeah,
I'm glad for it. I'm gonna play it.
Yeah, me too. I haven't played the last 2, but I'm looking forward to playing this one.
I've played them all, and they've all just not have lived up to my expectations, and I do think this one might.
I've bought probably 3 of them throughout the entire series, and I always get about halfway through them and just completely lose interest.
Yeah, they're not for some people, but I mean, I just enjoy them. I thought they're really good.
It's they seem fun, but then at some point it ends up becoming kind of the same stuff. I'm running through a civilized area, and I've got 1,000 dudes chasing me.
And you got to kill this one guy.
Yeah, I got to kill one dude. All of these guards, the last one that I played was, I think, number 3, where you start as the Englishman, and then you end up being the Indian kid or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's 3. I mean, it's like I said, it's just. If you've played them all the way through, you realize how much has changed since the start to where, it's not Unity. It's God, what's that other one? I have it, but it's just they've ever since practically ever since Black Flag, which is one of the ones that people are crazy about. Yeah. And then they just started going a different way, and then people were like, "This isn't good anymore. Why play it?" and then they took a hiatus. They took a year or two off, and they made up this.
Yeah.
So
from what, I think that was a good decision on their part to take the break.
yeah, extremely good decision to month.
Yeah, and it might be great. I wish it will. I don't know that I'm going to play it. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll let you know.
They actually started the show with the Mario Rabbids game is coming out. Like, I don't own a Switch, so moving on. Beyond Good and Evil 2. I have no fucking idea what this is, but color me interested. The trailer was bananas as fuck. I love the trailer, man. It was like this fucking monkey dude trying to sell this gold item to a pig man. I'm like, what is this? It's so bizarre. I gotta have it. But yeah, people lost their minds. I don't know the game Beyond Good and Evil, and this Beyond Good and Evil 2, I guess it's been like, I don't know, like 9 years or some shit. Like I don't
long time.
I don't know about Beyond Good and Evil. I don't know anything about it, so I don't know what this is. But people were losing their minds, and I thought the trailer was just fucking crazy. I don't know what to say. Okay, can we get some gameplay? That's kind of, I guess, what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I want to see some gameplay of it because it looks cool.
And then people have been waiting for. I mean, I know we talked about Sea of Thieves, but the Skull and Bones is like an MMO. I don't know if it's MMORPG, but it's like a massive multiplayer online Pirates game.
Sea of Thieves is like the Nickelodeon version.
Yeah, it's cartoony.
Skull and Bones is like the HBO production.
Well,
this is that thing that's recently coming out, though. I mean, they've got what's that other pirate game that just got recently? I think it's still in beta, and people were raving about it.
I don't know.
I'll find it.
I'm not a PC, so I can't talk about betas too much. But I mean, Skull and Bones is full on pirates. Like you're going around like attacking convoys of vessels, like trying to steal loot and shit. And other people can show up and you get in fights with other groups of people and pirate ships. I mean, it's not really for me because it's, I mean, I don't see me putting time into it, but it looked pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, was it Black Wake, Link? Is that what you're thinking about?
Say it again?
Black Wake?
I think it is, to where you can run around and repair the boats and...
it's like a pirate simulator.
Yeah. I do believe that's it. I'm trying to find it.
Yeah, but Skull and Bones, it looked pretty cool from what they showed. So I mean, anyone looking for that type of game, I mean, like the people seem pretty stoked for it. There's been a few people watched a couple after reaction videos, and people were excited. They said, ever since Black Flag, Assassin's Creed game, with the pirates, people have been looking forward. This has kind of been their inspiration. Was how Black Flag, because it's Ubisoft, an Assassin's Creed game, kind of was the influence for them to make this. So. Like I said, not going to be a game for me, but I mean, it looked pretty cool. And then they talked about the Crew 2, where apparently you can drive like everything.
I played the Crew 1, and
I tried to play it like when it was a beta, and then there was like a free weekend.
I remember when it first came out, there was a whole thing, and like it wasn't working, because I remember you, Panther, you were messing with it. And
the beta, they access to the beta. Up. And I think, and it just nothing was working very well. And then when it finally launched, I guess it was working, but I guess it didn't sell well at first, and it took a while for it to get a player base. But yeah, I know the Crew 2, they showed you could fucking race planes and boats, and you can race.
Yeah, it was all kinds of cool stuff.
Holy shit, that's like a fucking motorsports simulator.
Well, that's the whole thing about it, is that in Crew 1, and I played it, but I couldn't get very far into it because it's another racing game, and it's hard to get invested into a car racing game, But, I just remember people talking about, doing races across, basically, I mean, the map scale is the United States.
Yeah,
it's huge. Yeah. It's got tons of places. It, of course, doesn't have everything, but it has, all the major cities and even some smaller ones. And, you got people going and visiting basically where their hometown is. They're like, oh, I know that street, So, I mean, it was pretty cool, but it's just it was really hard for people to get invested to.
I think that was it. So, I mean, Ubisoft press conference I thought was pretty good overall. I know there was more games talked about than we covered, but I mean, holy shit, we could be here for days talking about games.
Yeah,
right.
At E3, but yeah, I mean, I thought their press conference wasn't bad. I was pretty good. I mean, some of the shit I didn't care about, but overall, the presentation was decent.
Yeah, it was good.
It was good. I mean,
I tried to watch the PC press conference.
Oh, you mean the second best of the? Because Nintendo, like we said, they won the show.
Oh, apparently.
And the PC one was bad, man. It was so bad. I tried to watch it. I gave it like, I don't know, like a solid like 10 minutes too. It was just so stupid.
The thing is a lot of games that are coming in the PC are talked about at the other press conferences.
Right, yeah.
Right.
That's what I was looking for.
A lot
Was
of the big
anything that was
AAA
exclusive.
third-party games are on PC, so there wasn't any big reveals. Like they talked about XCOM 2, which I don't play. Talked about some other like turn-based in a card game. I'm like, I don't. No, I mean like, and then they had this guy on there about Intel. I'm like, is this an Intel commercial now? Then they had some live streamer come on.
I don't know why they
Destiny
don't
2
just
for
let Gabe Newell do the PC stuff.
Oh, from
true.
From Steam,
Valve,
and
Valve,
Valve.
Lord Gaben. All hail Lord Gaben.
Yeah.
He was there?
Like
No,
it was,
he wasn't
I don't
there.
even know
They
who
should
it
have had
was.
him there.
It was just some dude.
Yeah, like the guy from Intel or whatever is there. And then they brought up that live streamer from Destiny to talk about Destiny 2. We only talked about it for like a minute or 2 minutes. He's like, oh yeah, I got to play it on PC and blah, 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 blah.
About how awesome it was going to look.
Yeah, and
all that stupid stuff.
And
we were like, yeah, we know that. It's a PC. Like anything on it's
and
gonna
he's
look
like, yeah,
awesome.
maybe you can hook me up with one of those new Intels. Chuckle. And he's like walked off stage. I'm like, yeah, okay.
I know, right? And that Intel exec was like, hey, shut the fuck up.
Giving you shit.
It's like, maybe you could hook me up with a coffee, Playboy. Get out of here.
Get the fuck out of town. So yeah, I mean, we're not much to talk about because, like I said, anything that's AAA third party pretty much goes to PC anyways. So nothing to really, to my opinion. I mean, maybe we missed something, but if anyone saw something cool and interesting, chuck it in the comments if there's something we should go back and look at. But
yeah, then we'll know who to not listen to.
Yeah. So we're gonna move on. Sony's press conference. Fucking hell yeah! Horizon Zero Dawn DLC.
Yeah,
that game was so good.
Coming this year. I already pre-ordered it.
It is so good.
I haven't pre-ordered it yet. I'm just gonna probably buy it when it comes out because like you said, you got like a lot of stuff on a great deal.
Yeah, I pre-ordered a bunch of games, but I mean it was on PlayStation Plus discount, so I fucking grabbed that.
I missed it.
I grabbed that right quick.
So
yeah, second they announced it, I was like, oh, it's on sale too. Fuck yeah, because we pay more for games in Canada, so anytime I can save a couple $.
That's right.
The Uncharted DLC. They showed a trailer for that. They showed some gameplay at PSX. A little bit of gameplay and a little bit of trailer. I don't want to see any more. I'm done. Don't show me anything else. Don't spoil shit for me. Hate that. Fucking just tease it and leave it. That's all you need to do.
Yeah, that's right.
So I already have that because I have the season.
Just the tip, right?
Yeah,
you mean?
just the tip. I already have that pre-ordered because I got the season pass because it was cheaper to buy the season pass for the DLC than it is to now buy the standalone because the season pass is no longer available.
Oh wait a minute! No, I think I've already got it then.
Well, then you might have it.
No, because I got the collector's edition for Horizon Zero Dawn. So that's right. I do have it already. No. What?
Horizon Zero Dawn DLC wasn't included in anything, dude. I'm talking Uncharted.
Oh, oops.
Uncharted.
Shit.
If you have the special edition Uncharted 4, you might have it. I bought the season pass because whenever they announced the DLC, I'm like, well, I'll just buy it when it comes out. And then they said, that it's going to be included in the season pass. I'm like, well, I don't play multiplayer really the Uncharted series, so not a big deal. And they said, oh, well, whenever it now releases, it's fully standalone, so it's going to be more money unless you have the season pass. So I bought the fucking season pass the weekend before they removed it from the PlayStation Store. So yeah, I have the Uncharted 4 season pass only because I saved money on the DLC, which I would have bought anyways, because it's Uncharted.
Right.
The Horizon Zero Dawn. This is DLC. You have to own the Horizon Zero Dawn game to have it. I do believe. I don't think it's standalone. But yeah, there was no season pass for Horizon Zero Dawn.
Yeah, because when the game came out, they didn't announce anything about
there was
DLC. It was just like, here's your game.
Anything. Yeah, here's your.
No, yeah, you're right.
Here's a full game for once. So we didn't have to go through that.
No, even in the Uncharted one,
like you're not going to need DLC.
Yeah.
I get collector's editions. I don't know why they're too expensive, but I buy them anyways. But no, in the both Uncharted Collector's Edition, which I have, and the Horizon Zero Dawn 1-2 Season Pass stuff was not introduced into those editions.
No season.
So yes.
Yeah, because
But that's fine, because, I mean, the games themselves as just base games were fucking fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
So I will more than happy spend, what, $10? How much is it?
No, so what
It's
the
probably
DLC, the Horizon?
Yeah. Both of them. Both of them. How much are they? How much are they?
For Horizon and Uncharted, it's like $40 Canadian.
Yeah, I don't care. I'll pay that price.
What the deal? The Uncharted one is a standalone, right?
It's a standalone. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
you don't have
but
to
even still, like you're saying, it's like
Yeah,
I'll gladly
totally
pay, $30-$40 for
Totally
a piece of content that was extremely worth it.
Yeah.
Hell
It's
It's Naughty Dog.
I mean, rolling right on down the list of stuff that's extremely worth it. Days Gone looks dope.
Oh,
yeah.
It looks so fucking cool. It looked like a really cool.
The more I learn about Days Gone, the fucking happier I am that it's coming, and I'm happier I am that they're not rushing it.
Yeah, I remember when they first did their E3 stuff last year, and that zombie mob that was just coming over the
not
train
zombies.
tracks. That sold me. Yeah, that
They're just
that sold
freakers.
me right there. It was just how many AI was on the screen in interactive.
Yeah.
That sold me.
And it
I was
wasn't
like,
a
Jesus
cutscene.
Christ.
Yeah, and I mean, and I mean, I watched some interviews and stuff of people who've gone behind doors at E3 to watch other gameplay, and that mission they showed at the at the E3 presser, they played that mission again, and it was different weather. It was snowing, not raining.
Yeah.
Really?
And
I didn't see that part. I have to go back and look at that.
Well, there's other interviews. There's some more video and interviews about it. So I've watched quite a bit of that stuff this weekend. And if it's snowing, the freakers don't like the snow, so there was no freakers. So whenever he blew up that little dam, and they all come rushing through and scared all those people away. When they played it again, it was snowing. Then there was no need to blow the dam because there was no freakers over there. And you can come in, like, it's kind of open world, so you can come into the mission from the whole different side of the map. Instead of going and driving down the road and getting chased by the wolves, there was no wolves. And he stopped before he got to the trip rope and actually ambushed the two guys that set up the ambush. So you can play it totally different. You're not stuck into a mission and have to play it scripted. So you could play the game. You say, "Oh yeah, I done that mission. We had to go rescue Marty or whatever his name is, and it was fucking raining like a motherfucker. God, I couldn't see nothing." I'd be like, "Oh, when I played it, it was fucking sunny as hell." So everybody can have a different experience, and you can go about the missions a different way. It's not a totally linear experience. The storyline is going to be pretty much linear because any story pretty much is, no matter what game it is. But the actual gameplay of the game is not going to be locked into a linear fashion, which I'm excited for, even more excited now.
Right. Just surprised you how much they're getting more and more creative.
Yeah, I mean, and like I said, these guys have been working on this game for a long time. So no release date yet, 2018, but no.
Yeah,
no,
it looks
no release date.
it looks so good.
I can't wait. Spider-Man, holy fuck, that game looked awesome.
That's gonna be that's a touchy one right there, man.
What?
Well, it's no, it's good. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, the previous Spider-Man games, have you played those?
Yes, and that's my problem with it. It better not be.
Oh, it's not.
They're so.
I know
bad.
it's not going to be, but I mean, it's just like this
so
one
It's
needs to do good.
Physics,
it needs to do good.
Physics-based swinging. Your actual web stick to buildings. It's open world. You can fucking go and explore the whole fucking world of Manhattan from day one of the game.
And you want to know another, and I really hope that they do another superhero game about Superman. Because Superman games are in the same boat as Spider-Man games with me. All of the previous ones have been pretty shitty.
Yeah. I mean, it's so bad. I mean,
and he's such a cool character. Spider-Man is too. They're such cool characters. They deserve games that do them justice, and there just hasn't been one. So I got high hopes for it, man. I hope it's really good.
I think Insomniac Games is. I think they're putting the Sony's backing them for this because it's Sony exclusive.
Yeah.
So they've talked about how it's open world. You can play missions, how you get them. I mean, it's kind of like Days Gone. You don't have to follow a set path forward to get it. Like that mission they showed, you can play it a different way. I mean, you're going to eventually, a lot of it's going to have to be played a certain way because there's cutscenes to build the story, but you can attack things from different ways. It's not scripted fighting. There's going to be quick time events, but I mean, that's to add the grandiose scale of the game and excitement. Right. So I don't have a problem with QuickTime events as long as it's not all the game, it's just QuickTime.
Right.
So I mean, they've people were worried about that when they watched the it's going to be QuickTime events. They've come out and they've like basically stopped the people from complaining and saying, "Oh, it's this. You can do that. You can play it your way. You can."
Right.
Yeah. So
but
the more I learn about the game, the happier I am. I pre-ordered it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just like we were talking about earlier, man. Even though the way it looks, I think it's going to be a great game, but it really needs to be good because this time you got a developer who is exclusively working on this game. It needs to do good. If it comes out and it's a trash can fire, it's going to be bad.
Yeah, well,
it's going to be bad.
Insomniac's not even a first party Sony. They're doing this as because Insomniac done that for the Xbox One when it launched. They done an exclusive game for Microsoft for Xbox One. Insomniac, so they're not first party exclusive. They're a third party, but they do exclusive work. So yeah, I think they're going to do this justice. From what I've seen, I'm impressed.
Yeah, and so am I. But like I said, it just needs.
Oh yeah.
I hope to God it just does.
It definitely.
It sells well because this is going to show people like, hey, you can actually do a really good superhero game if you put the time and invest into it, like they're doing with this.
Yeah,
one.
I mean, if they do a great job with this, then there's definitely potential for them to either do other superheroes, right? So,
right. It's like how Deadpool was. People were shitting on Deadpool before it came out. Then it came out. It's like, oh my God, this is actually good. A gritty superhero.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, they done that movie. They've done the movie series justice. So yeah. So hopefully Insomniac Games will do the same for Spider-Man. Then we saw more God of War. Holy fuck! What an awesome looking game.
Yeah, man, I'm stoked. I played the piss out of all of them.
I still got to go back and do God of War 3. I think I'm going to pick up the remaster next time it goes on sale.
It's good.
Yeah, I'm in the same boat as you. I played 1 and 2. I
never finished it because I have a problem. I used to start playing one game and start playing too many others. But,
yeah.
I played God of War was the first game I think I ever played 3 times back in the PS2 days. I played it 3 times.
Oh, yeah.
And God of War 2, I played the shit out of it. And 3, I played quite a bit of it. I just never finished it. So I'm definitely going to pick up the remaster and play it. But yeah, give me a fucking axe and let me wreck shit. I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
Next, they showed Monster Hunter. And I'm going to come right out and say it. I didn't know anything about this game. I still really don't know anything about Monster Hunter. Apparently, it's this huge...
It's a huge game in Japan.
Right.
It really is. It's a big game in Japan.
As I watched the trailer, I'm like, what is this? It looked... I don't know if it was the way the trailer was cut, and it looked choppy. It didn't look polished. I mean, maybe that's how the game is supposed to look. It reminded me of watching someone play... What's that dinosaur game on PC that's early access?
Ark.
Yeah.
It kind of reminded me of Ark a little bit. I don't know if anyone else got that vibe, but I don't know. I watched the PlayStation Access interview when they were talking about this game and how, like he said, they watched the actual behind closed door. They actually watched the guy fight that dinosaur thing with the great big weird pink nose. He said it went on for like a half an hour. Like he said, you fucking change. There was like other creatures like eating other creatures, and there was other things like fighting other things, and he said it was just like it's a living, breathing ecosystem. He said, and like it's thrown a lot in a lot of games. He said he was like hunting this thing down, tracing it, and all of a sudden this one other creature came out of the woods and started eating another creature right in front of him. I'm looking, shit, that sounds cool. So I'm interested to see more, for sure. I don't really have a big opinion right off the bat because to me the gameplay, just kind of the way they cut the trailer to me, looked a little choppy. And
let's put it this way: Monster Hunter is actually a game you can get on Nintendo. You know, it's a DS game.
Yeah, people were saying it's on PSP or something too, or some shit back in the day.
I don't know if about PSP, but I actually have it on my DS. So if that says anything.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know much about the series, but I mean, people seem pretty excited for it, so cool. We saw a little bit more of Detroit becoming human. They showed it last E3, or was it PSX? Anyways, PSX.
I think you're right.
Yeah, PSX. They showed it where the guy shows up. He's a negotiator, and you kind of have choices of what you can do to influence the game, which is kind of interesting. So I'm like, okay.
Well, have you ever played Heavy Rain?
I played a little bit of it back in the day.
It's the same developers.
Yeah, and then they showed the new trailer, a new gameplay for Detroit for this year. They showed this new characters. I guess you play 3-4 different stories within the game, and they're trying to like free the robots to become themselves, like because they're enslaved by humans. You know, I got a sense the title Become Human. So it shows like kind of in the trailer it showed, oh, you can play it this way, but then you have an option where you can kind of go and play it this way instead, and it changes the way the story goes. So
Right.
I'm interested. I mean, like a hard story-driven game is interesting.
That's all it is. That's all what Heavy Rain is, and what is it? It's not Life is Strange. I just looked at it. Beyond Two Souls. Sorry.
Yeah.
So it's all story. It's a game solely focused on story.
Right, and everybody's experience is going to be somewhat different.
Right.
So yeah, that's interesting. Like I said, I don't know what the final release is going to be, but I'm interested in it for sure. Shadow of the Colossus remake. So I saw the Blue Point logo, and as soon as I saw one of the first or 2 or 3 of the shots they showed, I'm thinking the Shadow of the Colossus remake, and I never played Shadow of the Colossus.
I did, and it's a very good game, and I'm really excited that they're making a full.
Yeah.
It's not really a remaster, more like a remake,
Yeah.
because they're redoing everything from the ground up.
Yeah.
So I am excited that they're doing this.
Yeah, so I'll finally get to be able to play it. But yeah, I mean,
Yes.
as soon as they showed, I'm like, that's Shadow of the Colossus, because Blue Point does remasters. They done the Uncharted series, remaster, the Nathan Drake collection. Blue Point, that's what they do.
Right.
So I was like, as soon as I seen that, I'm like, is this a Shadow of the Colossus remake? And I was right. I was surprised. Because I never played the game. I've only seen like some trailers and a little bit of gameplay. So I'm interested to see what it's going to be when it comes out. Because now I'll get the chance to actually play it. So
It's would you agree that it's probably more like a slower paced game than anything though?
Yeah. I mean, there's really nothing in the game to set the pace of the game. You kind of just play it at your own speed. I mean,
so if you want something to sink your time into, it's a decent game with a good story. It's emotional. Let's put it that way. It's emotional.
I remember the world being enormous, but there not being much in it aside from the Colossi.
And the Colossus are it's more like puzzles.
yeah,
Like you're fighting a puzzle.
Yeah. It was very interesting. I had never played anything like it, and I haven't played anything like it since then. I hope that if I had to nitpick one thing, it's the world was so big and there was not a lot to do in it. But that did not
I will
make
agree
me think
with you.
that it was a bad game, not by any stretch of the imagination. Like it wasn't a deal breaker at all. It was still an awesome game.
Now, you spent more time riding your horse than anything.
Oh yeah, and holding that damn sword up. Focus in the sunlight. Which way is the next one?
Nice. Yeah, like I said, I'm interested because it gives me the opportunity to now play it. So
Right. And I think you would enjoy it.
This wasn't at the actual E3 press conference, but it's been announced, and there was actually at like their pre-media event. Super hot for regular PS4 and for VR. And apparently, from what I read, the VR is a totally different build of the game. From the actual like console version that we're gonna get.
Right.
Anyone's not familiar with Super Hot. It's been on PC since last year sometime. I did play the PC demo of it or something, and it's interesting.
It is interesting, and this is something I just realized.
Even though I don't have
a
high-end gaming PC, it was still played for decent on my machine because it's not. It was at the time I played it wasn't overly intensive, but it's a first-person puzzle game. First-person shooter puzzle game, in a sense, because the time in the game only moves when you move.
Right.
So you have to... so if someone shoots a gun at you...
Don't move.
You have to time your moves to let the bullet pass you before you're back into where... And it's probably best to just go watch some gameplay. It's hard to describe.
Yeah.
But I'm excited because I played the PC beta and I thought it was fun.
And I just realized this is that you actually guys have. I didn't write into this doc, by the way, so I'm just a temporary person. But y'all didn't mention the little bit that they actually showed during the Sony conference of their VR titles.
Oh yeah, wow.
That they're coming out. So, I mean, I don't have PlayStation VR,
neither. The only one in the group that has VR is Uber.
But
yeah, I mean, yeah, they did show a fucking Skyrim in VR. Fuck, Skyrim coming to your toaster.
Well, that's coming up next, right? So.
But yeah, they showed some VR titles, and I mean, like I kind of zoned out during that because I don't have VR and probably never will.
No, it just shows that they're actually making. If anybody does have VR, it is that they're showing that they are making titles for.
Oh yeah, I mean, they're definitely doing development for it. They're definitely not shying away from it.
No, and that's kind of like a good thing. That's one of the things that both Sony and Microsoft have made mistakes in the past, is that they have this extra piece of equipment, but they don't develop for it. And now they are solely developing stuff for this piece of equipment that if you have it, you're going to have something to do with it.
Yeah, so for the VR people out there, they didn't forget about you.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I mean, we didn't mention it, but yeah, I guess it's because, like I said, there was a lot of stuff. I watched the presser the next day. I didn't watch it live, and
yeah, same here.
Yeah, so I had to go back and even try to find that media event because they announced like NAC 2 and they showed Gran Turismo Sport, and their E3 press conference wasn't that good, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, it's like we said earlier, is that sure, they didn't spend a lot of time on the floor. They just mainly showed off games, but having some type of context of what was going on the screen would have been helpful.
Yeah, I think they could have done a better job. I don't know. I mean, I don't need every developer to come out and spend 9 minutes talking about a game and show me a little trailer. But I mean, we really did get basically E3 and PSX from last year again, because they just re-showed games that are coming out next year. Except for Uncharted, I think everything else they showed is, and Superhot's actually coming out, I think, in the next week or two, but they didn't show that at the actual E3 presser. But yeah, pretty much everything's next year. Sadly, we didn't get a lot of release dates, which kind of sucked.
Yeah,
we just got numbers. We just got like 2018.
Yeah, early 2018.
Late.
Yeah, early or late 2018.
Yeah, quarters and seasons.
Yeah, we didn't get like a confirmed dates. So
yeah, well, PSX. I mean, like I know they weren't going to blow their wad because PSX is their big thing too, right? So.
Well, that's something new they just recently started.
Well,
so.
yeah, but I mean that was massive for them last year, so it's going to be massive for them again. And Yoshida already said that they've held back. So I imagine between their what's the next game conference?
I don't have the list, but I just know that that E3 is we got Gamescom, you got PAX.
Yeah, well, PAX isn't big for Sony then, but they got Gamescom and then they got PSX yet this year, so we'll see more.
No, but a lot of places, they do show stuff at these areas. So even these games that don't have dates, they might show something different at one of the different conferences that's coming out. So we might be able to see a little bit more.
Yeah, I want release dates.
Well, I mean that's, you probably won't get that, but I mean you'll get more stuff. You'll probably get to see more gameplay of some of the games that you're probably more interested in. But outside of that, I don't think you're going to get a release date by now. If they haven't said anything by now, it's probably like you said, it's next year.
Yeah, that shit. Gamescom's not until August.
Your mic went on us again.
So that's so weird that it's doing that. Gamescom's not until August, so it's going to be a while before we really hear. I mean, there's a bunch of little conferences.
Yeah,
there's always little ones here and there. I know Gamescom we'll probably get a little bit more, but I don't think we're going to get anything massive. PSX, we'll get some more reveals. But,
yeah, Gamescom is more of a broad showing. So
yeah. I didn't see PAX.
So Sony's press conference wasn't overly. I was unimpressed, and I'm a Sony fan. So there you go.
Yeah, it was all right. Just all right.
The next thing, and we're just gonna touch on this slightly. Bethesda was a fucking train wreck.
Oh my gosh.
They didn't show much,
and it was poorly done. Why did they just release a goddamn fucking YouTube video?
Yeah, I mean,
well, they really disappointed me. I mean, Skyrim is great. Fallout 4 is great. But come on, guys.
They showed, what was that? What's their phone game? Fallout Shelters.
Yeah, I mean, Fallout Shelters. But again, old news. Like everyone knows it's out. It's available. People are playing it. Like, come on, guys.
Yeah, I was expecting when they did their conference, I was expecting something new.
I was expecting them to announce that they were developing the next like AAA Elder Scrolls title. Because how old is Skyrim?
It's getting up there, man.
And I mean, the thing is, when they showed, like, there was no reaction from the audience. So they showed like Doom VR. It's like, yeah, whatever.
Dude, it was released in November 2011.
Wow.
Yep,
Game
I
is
just found-
six. It's coming up on 6 fucking years old.
And they just keep shoving it down everyone's throat.
And
Well, I mean,
yeah,
they did the
well,
remake last year.
yeah,
And
and,
I mean,
don't get
for
me
new
wrong,
consoles.
Skyrim Remastered is awesome. I have it, and it is super cool. But if you play it on PC, you've had that version of Skyrim for 4 or 5 years. Like, it's just Skyrim with mods.
I mean, they talked about Doom, but still, it's
They didn't announce a new one though. They just talked.
no.
about
They
Doom.
talked about Quake.
Right, Doom
didn't
VR.
didn't give it.
Oh, QuakeCon. Then they talked
Yep.
about paid mods.
Yep.
So
Well,
yeah, they didn't
they-
really show us
they
anything.
got-
They
It was
didn't
more
show
like
us
a
anything.
They got fucking destroyed on YouTube comments and Reddit comments, man. They got fucking
As they should.
shredded.
And
I think
they're
the only thing good was Wolfenstein.
And
They talked
I-
about Wolfenstein.
I played
Yep.
Wolfenstein. It was good, but I found that I don't know, maybe it was just me, but I found some of the game almost felt like it went on too long.
Yeah, I'll
They
agree with
kind
you.
of
They
drug in a
did.
few spots. And there was a few spots where you go to fight. It was like a whole bunch of enemies. And it was like, oh, you just bang, bang. Everything was dead. Then you get to another section. There was 2 enemies. And they were the hardest fucking enemies in the game to kill. And they were just soldiers. It's like, it seemed
Yeah.
like there was a disconnect in difficulty in a few spots. Maybe it was just me. But I found one spot was like really hard and it shouldn't have been. I don't know. But I'm not going to get the second one. The game is cool. I played it with Wolfenstein back in the day. Back in the day. So I mean,
Yeah.
and I mean that was kind of one of the first kind of first-person shooter style games I played, and I mean some of that was pretty cool. And it was like played with headphones, and it was the first time your noises behind you, and it was kind of scary because you didn't know what the fuck was
Yeah.
going on. I have good
Right.
memories of that. When I played Wolfenstein, the game was just over the top, kind of silly, crazy, lots of action, which is cool. I mean, anyone loves the series, go for it. But yeah, I guess I wasn't overly impressed with the first one, so yeah.
You gotta admit though, at the very end when that guy dropped some LSD, that was pretty funny.
At
I
the
laughed
end,
a little bit.
yeah, yeah. But I mean, overall, their press conference was garbage.
Yeah, they needed to improve. They needed to drop something related to their Elder Scrolls or Fallout, something. I mean, last
Yeah.
year they did DLC stuff and the announcement of the remake,
Yep, the remaster. Yeah.
and they showed. I think they showed Dishonored 2, which I play. I like Dishonored, but
Oh yeah, they showed
last year was kind
they
of-
showed a Dishonored game, did they not? Yeah,
yeah, they did.
yeah.
But it's like a DLC stuff. It's Dishonored 2, Death of the Outlander. I mean, it's like a
Yeah.
DLC stuff.
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
didn't-
there's no
They
actual.
didn't drop anything like meaty
It's not
stuff.
a brand new title. Okay.
Yeah,
listen,
it's-
I kind of glazed over. It kind of the whole theme of their video was just annoying. Yeah, I thought
Damn
the
it,
press conference
Bethesda!
was bad.
Come on, you're killing me.
Yeah.
Yeah, unimpressed. But then, folks, we had Nintendo's press conference. Oh my God, we had
Blue
Nintendo's
ribbon.
press conference.
Best in show.
Fuck, I don't get it, man. I mean,
Here's the thing. I didn't even watch the Nintendo press conference because I don't have a Nintendo product,
neither do I.
and I have no desire of getting a Nintendo product anytime soon.
Funny club.
Like,
I
don't get me wrong,
watched
the
it.
Switch looks pretty cool, but I mean, it's a Zelda simulator. It's a Zelda console. There's nothing there for it yet.
Well, IGN said
Well, they
Mario,
announced Mario.
Mario Odyssey or
fuck it.
Galaxy or Mario 4000, whatever it is, game of the fucking press conference.
And no, still, I mean, Mario is Mario. Don't get me wrong, but it's not going to
no,
live up to
if you
like
throw your
Super
hat
Mario
on a
Brothers.
if you throw your hat on a frog, you become the frog, man. Come on, that's got to be
Oh,
worth a
fuck off.
$400 console.
So it's reverse Kirby. Got it.
So the Nintendo press conference opened up with little girls in little tiny outfits. Anime. To me, it's pedophile's dream, I guess.
Japanese, bro.
Yeah, like
Senpai.
it was like
Senpai.
Xenoblade
That's right.
2. It's like, why are they showing little girls in little outfits? And all of a sudden, there's a girl talking, and she has this glowing thing in his chest, and the guy's staring at her tits the whole time. I'm like, am I supposed to like this? Am I supposed to feel uncomfortable? Should this be on YouTube? Is this not? It's like, why do I got to see the little girl's underwear? Why do I got to see this guy poking at this girl's glowing chest emblem? Like, and it's like little kids. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with people?
Yeah,
And like, and the guy was and the head of fucking Nintendo's walk around in this fucking blue screen background. It's like, my God, they couldn't even show up at the press conference. And then they had the fucking Japanese guys talking with voiceovers. And I'm like, this is poor. Like, why is everyone so excited? I was expecting an on-stage exciting because they said it was going to be games coming at you. It's 25 minutes of nothing but Nintendo down your fucking throat. It's like, yeah, no, it's not. Then, okay, they showed Xenoblade 2. It's like, whatever. Then they showed some other shit. Then they showed, looked like Little Big Planet Yoshi.
Yeah.
Then they showed, what else did they show? Oh, yeah, Metroid 4 in development.
Yeah, Metroid Prime 4.
Yeah, in development. No screenshot of anything. Nothing. But a fucking logo. And people are losing their fucking shit. It's in development.
Man, it's Nintendo, man.
Like,
they're going to do what they want.
Oh, I know. I mean, they do their own thing. And I mean, yes, okay. People are going, yeah, fuck you. Told you Nintendo wasn't going to fail. Blah, blah. Whatever, man. Fine, buy your console. Play your Nintendo game.
I guess it depends on your definition of failure. Like,
I mean, yeah, they sold a shitload of consoles.
If their goal is to compete with Xbone and PS4, then I say they have failed and will continue to fail.
Well, they don't have to. They don't. That's the whole thing. Is they don't have to compete with.
It's like they have their niche and they just stay in their lane.
Yeah,
I mean, like I said, Nintendo's done their own thing and they don't care.
Like I said, I watched the press conference and I mean, okay, the Mario game looks kind of cool. It's a new Mario game. I grew up on fucking Nintendo and Mario shit. Fuck. Like I said, I've said it before. When they were announcing the new console, I'm like, maybe finally they're gonna make a fucking a Nintendo console worth fucking getting. Then they showed me the Switch. I'm like, fuck off. Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't fucking take my 7-inch fucking 720 screen and go down to the local fucking basketball fucking hoops and fucking sit there with my friends outside playing on a fucking console. I don't go to a fucking car event, a drag racing car event or a muscle car show and play fucking Rocket League outside with a bunch of other fucking 40-year-old men. Like the way the commercials and they advertise the games, like, that doesn't fucking happen.
Yeah.
No.
Right.
Like, it's just, like, fuck you. Like,
well, I mean, if you had the Switch, I mean, sure, it's
I'd
a
leave it at
portable
home
system,
and not fucking tell anybody. But,
I mean, if you were like somebody who had to like ride a train to work,
well, like, it comes in handy for some things, but then it's totally fucking stupid for others. Like, have fun talking to your friends on it. So you got to buy a fucking headset.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Then you got to buy a splitter. Then you got to buy a fucking smartphone. Then you got to have a fucking data plan. Then you got to have, Jesus Christ, my PlayStation. I plug it in, plug my fucking headset in, and away I go. I don't need my smartphone. I don't need a fucking 7-pin Y adapter. I don't need to, stand on my head and jerk my dick to fucking talk to my friends. It's like,
hey, but I like jerking my dick.
Hey, who doesn't? I'm saying, like I said, it's there.
Yeah, we get what you're. I understand,
so
and we all do. I mean,
so close. We need to rename this podcast to Shit on Switch because we shit on the Switch almost every episode. But I mean, people
too
clearly.
Bad Uber's not here to defend it, right?
When Uber's here, he don't get a chance to defend it.
Right.
He's the only one in the group that has it.
His fate, yeah.
But I mean, like I said, like at Nintendo, I grew up on Nintendo, man. Like I said, I'm an old school gamer. That's what it was around when I gamed was Nintendo.
You're not the only one. I played Dr. Mario, Super Mario Brothers.
But that's all. Yeah, man. That was it, man. It was Atari 2600, or it was a fucking NES, dude. Like that was it. There was choices. Then ColecoVision and all that shit came up. I mean, that was it. Everyone had a fucking Nintendo, and Nintendo was the shit. I grew up, cut my teeth in gaming on Nintendo, man, and now I just look at the company going, "What have you done?" Like,
yeah, I think they just realized that they got that. I wouldn't say it's a niche, but they just got that market. They're appealing to a market that's.
They got that nostalgia, and they got the kid market, right? That's where it comes in, and the parents will buy it for their kids because that's what they grew up on. But I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, it actually looks like they're going to get some actual third-party development on one of their consoles for a change.
Well,
FIFA,
I mean, there
Rocket
was.
League, and they tried with the last two consoles, but they failed miserably.
Yeah, they failed. There wasn't enough power there behind them.
And I mean, Rocket League. Well, it's been out since 2014.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, okay, the press conference wasn't completely horrible, but here's who won E3. You know who won E3? Was fucking Devolver Digital.
Yes.
Why was it so quiet? Were you waiting for the chick to come out and shoot the gun again?
Yes, I was.
Oh, that was the best fucking press conference.
It was crazy.
They mic dropped. They mic dropped E3.
I see. That's the thing is, like I said, I only managed to get the bits and pieces of it, so I didn't even see this one.
Oh my gosh! I wish
I
that
feel
it
so
wasn't
bad
because I would pause everything and make you watch it right now. It's 15 minutes.
I'm looking at it now.
It's
I'm
so
not watching
good.
it now, but I'll watch it here in a minute. I've already got it
It's
queued
so
in
good.
YouTube.
So
I like that they tongue-in-cheek. They made fun of all of the bullshit. They made fun of Reddit. They made fun of the internet. It was hilarious.
They made fun of other game developers.
Oh my gosh!
They made fun of other developers' press conferences at their press conference.
Yes.
It was fucking. Well,
Oh my gosh.
this company made a game called Genital Jousting.
Yep.
So
them.
if anyone knows what that is, this is the same company. So what
It's
we
the same
expected.
crew, man.
Someone posted something on Reddit saying, "Oh, like live stream fail, Devolver Digital was a train wreck." I'm thinking, "Uh-oh, what happened?" So then I read a couple comments and like, "No, man, that was the best press conference ever." So I had to go back and watch it. And I think we messaged back and forth, worked that we two of us kind of started watching them at the same time. I think you started watching a little bit ahead of me because you made a comment before I seen anything. But yeah, I fucking sat there and watched it and I laughed. It was the best. I mean, they didn't really announce any games that I want to play, but their press conference was the best.
I think they only announced like one new Serious Sam title, and that was really it. Other than that, it was basically middle fingers up to everybody.
Yeah, I can't remember what they announced for games, but it was fucking great. I loved it. It was
that whole throw your money at the screen thing.
Oh fuck! It was
the fucking thing where like early access. We're doing super early. Like the minute a developer thinks of an idea, you can buy that shit online.
Oh god!
Yeah.
How did I miss this?
I don't know.
Oh my
You must
gosh.
be living under a rock that weekend, man.
And
Man, no, dude,
what
like I
was the
said,
other
work.
thing?
Fuck.
User-based comment patches or some shit. It's like, you don't like this, you think you should be able to do it, like comment on the forums and the game gets updated in real time. Oh my gosh, it was so good.
I'm gonna link it in the fucking description because if anyone has not watched,
anyone who hasn't seen it,
I'm not gonna link anyone on the press conference because the press conferences were that great. I'm gonna make sure you watch the Devolver Digital one. It's only like 15 minutes long.
Yeah, it's only
it's
14.
Yeah,
14 minutes and 35 seconds.
Yeah, so do yourself a favor, sit down with a cold beverage of your choice and fucking watch that and enjoy it because it was fucking hilarious. Shit.
Yes.
So that's gonna do it. This is fucking you're pushing 2 hours.
Yeah, we knew this was gonna be a big.
Yeah, we skipped a lot of stuff. We blew over a lot of stuff.
We talked heavy about a lot of stuff that we probably could have skipped on.
We probably could have time managed a little better, but hey, it's what we're here for. We're not here to talk about every little thing, every little detail all the time. So
chew bubblegum and kick ass.
Yeah. So if anyone thinks we should have talked about something, leave it in the description.
I think we should talk about.
Leave it a comment. Hit us on Twitter. Tell us to fuck off. We keep telling you to tell us to fuck off, and no one stepped up yet.
I know, right?
God, bunch of pussies.
Fine, I'll watch this one and I'll tell you guys to fuck off.
I saw a blip about the Call of Duty 4 remaster standalone possibly being released next week. We'll see.
There's been like numerous rumors. So numerous rumors usually leads to truth eventually, but I still haven't seen. There's the last big article was a week before E3, and someone thought there was going to be an announcement at E3. And there was no denial, and that's what a lot of people were thinking that it's true because there's no denial. So anyone that's been waiting for that to come out, they might get their chance in the next.
Well, I mean, this article here talks about how there was a product page for this game on GameFly that a user saw, and then now that page has been pulled down.
Well,
but I don't know if there's any truth to that. But we'll see. We'll see. I said when this game came out that there would inevitably be a standalone version of it.
It makes sense.
It does. Yeah. Especially now. I mean, this would be the perfect time to do it. They're in between. Infinite Warfare is down.
We didn't talk about COD World War II.
There wasn't really a big announcement for it or anything.
Never mind. Moving on.
Well, I mean, they showed gameplay and it looks good. It looks cool, but
it looks good. Oh, that game engine is nasty. I got into
But
a big
it's just-
conversation
Well,
on Reddit today, and it's
if
like,
you're used to playing shooters in Frostbite, it's gonna look a little odd.
yeah.
If
Like,
you
I
But
was-
play
the whole
in,
thing about it's odd because they have 3 developers working on Call of Duty at the exact same time. So they're always, if you go to like from Black Ops to Modern Warfare, just the difference in style of the games changes dramatically.
Yeah, it's very strange. And this is Sledgehammer, I think, doing this one.
I believe so, yes. So, I mean, I like COD. I play COD all the time because I think it's a shooting game that, like I play Battlefield. It's my main kind of game. But,
Like COD?
yeah,
I
huh?
would have invited you on here if I knew that.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. I play COD. I don't know how many hours I played in Modern Warfare. It'd be ridiculous.
Well, Black Ops.
so-
Hey,
The last one I played was Black Ops, so.
So are we
I
gonna get
really care anything
4
else.
remastered if it comes out? Say it's $30,
I
$40.
don't
You guys
know.
gonna scoop it up?
I don't know.
I'll probably scoop it up. I mean,
It's-
they're good games. I mean, the story behind COD is actually really good.
It's
It's-
better.
it
it's
is one of the
better
best
than
single-player
recent stuff.
ones.
It actually had actual decent gunplay back in the day.
Yeah.
Like that's
Well,
what
and
they
of
watch-
course, remember this is the one where there's no customizable kill streaks. This is very, very stripped down
Yeah.
compared to what most people's experience are used to.
Yeah, it's like the modern COD is like it's gotten way off track.
When I
It's
watched,
gotten
when I
way
watched
off
the
track.
gameplay
Oh,
for
yeah.
World War II, it's just a reskin COD. I was hoping
Well,
for something different, and no. So I'm like I was interested, and that interest is gone.
Yeah. But I mean, still, if it comes out and they show some good stuff, it's gonna get popular. If they show,
I don't know,
Well, of
man.
course.
There's already people. Well, we're gonna get into it right quick here because this is the biggest thing. The fucking internet, YouTube and Reddit, has lost their fucking minds because
it's fucking Reddit. What do you think?
YouTube. It's because there's female soldiers models in the game, and no swastikas. The amount of people that are fucking losing their minds and freaking out because there's no swastikas in the game. Well, they said it's going to be historically accurate, but there's no swastikas in the game. How is that even right? It's like, well, if you actually, done some Googling or looked something up before you pounded your face in the keyboard with anger, you know that you put a swastika in a game, you can't sell it in some countries? Because it's against the law to fucking have that emblem in the game. So in Germany and the 2 other Scandinavian countries, I do believe it's illegal to sell the game. So they have a choice of not selling into that market or making 2 separate games with 2 different logos. So then you can't go multiplayer and have the swastikas in multiplayer because then you would be able to play against people in these countries because you can't do that. You would not be able to have that game playable in those countries. So
Yeah, those laws pertaining to video games is very weird, especially when you start breaking them down by countries.
right, and you look at some games don't even get released in some countries because of the ratings of them. Like Australia for a long time had weird ratings.
Yeah.
No, they have some strict ratings.
Yeah,
like
Australia and China both.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, it's okay. It's not. I mean, to me, I in one sense, I'm like, yeah, well, it to be historically accurate. I mean, I'm not a historian for World War II, but I know quite a bit about World War II. Watched a lot of videos, movies, played a lot of games. World War II and swastikas are there. But I mean, if it's not there, it doesn't ruin the game. It's not gameplay. It's aesthetics. Same as the female character. Okay, yeah, there was no major amount of females in the front line in World War II. I get that. But it's a video game. It's not a history lesson. Right?
That's what Assassin's Creed's for.
I mean, I know it's a touchy subject for some people, but I mean, it's like it seems to be the really weird things that people get fucking pissed off about is female characters and no swastikas. It's like, well, look at the fucking gameplay. It's basically the last fucking 6 Call of Duties reskinned in World War II because the guns have no fucking recoil. The gameplay looks the same. If it's reskinned COD, and I was thinking they were going to come and break out of the mold and make a little bit better, more, I don't know, less arcadey style shooter.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, though.
Well, no, I don't believe so. I ever will now because, like I said, I watched some multiplayer gameplay. I watched a couple videos because I watched one. I was like, it don't look too bad. And then as I watched more of them, I'm like, it's COD. It's like it really is just another Call of Duty game. So I had hopes for it because being World War II, right? The first World War II game on this current generation of console, right?
Right, it is, but it's still at the exact same time. It's Call of Duty.
Call of
It's
Duty.
gonna buy. It's gonna sell. Now,
I
whether or
don't
not it'd
know.
be as popular as the modern CODs, I doubt it.
I don't know. Did the last Call of Duty sell very well?
It didn't sell as big as previous ones, but I mean, they still got they got esports tournaments for it.
Yeah. Okay.
So I don't know. They could easily go that route for this, for World War II. But
no. Like I said, I know myself. I know Gladys. Even a couple other guys that we chat with regularly about games. We're kind of interested, and like now I know Gladys and myself, the two of us are like, nah, I'm out. I don't know about you, work, but I will be picking it up. Not a chance to know.
No.
I'll have to wait till the very end. I'll have to wait till it gets it better 2 or 3 days before it comes out. I'll probably have to make a decision on whether or not to pick it up.
No, I doubt
like
it. I don't.
I don't know.
I don't know that I'll ever buy another Call of Duty game at launch.
It may be a great game for Call of Duty fans, but like I said, I don't think it's nothing new. I don't think it's going to bring in a new massive amount of fans. I don't think, but I could be wrong. I don't see into the future.
Nor do I.
So, all right, we're gonna end it here. Everyone, thanks for sticking through it. If you made it this long, as always, I'll stick some interesting tidbits in the description, links to some videos, and to that, especially that Devolver Digital press conference. Our Twitters are in there. The SoundCloud link's in there if you want to go SoundCloud, and that's about it. So, thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
Link.
What?
I'm always last.
Oh, damn it! I was gonna. Okay, bye.
Residents of Experiment, Georgia, go fuck yourselves. Everybody else, have a good evening.